So I have watched pretty much every video on YouTube about the art of making a really good selfie, and I'm sorry, but most of them just basically come down to holding your arm out and smiling for the camera. I think there's more to it. I've got a whole bunch of tips about how to master the selfie. If you've already mastered the selfie, don't bother watching this video. However, if you struggle with looking good in a selfie, please stay tuned. But before we jump into the tips, first please do me a favor, help keep this channel running by clicking the like button, sharing, commenting, subscribing to PhotoWalks TV right here on YouTube. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. So let's start with the most basic of tips, where to look on the screen. Now there's a misnomer that I want to be eye level. I want to make eye contact with my eyes right here because they're in the middle of the screen, but actually it's above. I should be looking at the lens, which is at the top of the screen. You can't miss it. And it's easy on verticals. It's easy on verticals. But what happens when we flip it? Where'd the camera go? Still look at that caret at the top of your photo app because that's where your eyes need to be. Let's start with that most basic of selfie stances, which is the extended arm. As far away from your face as possible. If you come in really tight, it's going to be distorted. If you come over here, it's not as bad, and if you come here, it's way better. Now, if you're doing a selfie with people and one of those persons happens to have the longer arm, don't be shy, hand over the camera. Another tip you want to know here is that a vertical selfie makes your arm disappear, whereas when you go for the horizontal shot, your arm will be in there, but if you're shooting a selfie with folks, you're gonna have to go horizontal to get them all in there. Okay, so the arm extension is your most important tip. The second one is the portrait selfie. Have you guys tried a portrait selfie? This one is really great. It blurs the background and makes it really nice, and you could do this on either an iOS or Android phone. Both of them, you'll go to the portrait mode section in your camera app. I'm going to show you the difference between regular selfie and portrait, and blurring that background and putting all the emphasis on our face, not on the distracting background. Speaking of distracting backgrounds, take a look at what's behind your people. You do not want things sticking out of their heads. The worst example, of course, is the tree that grows out of my head. Then there's other distracting things as well. Try to have a nice clean background, and you want good lighting. Notice that right now I am in the shade. I am in the shade because this is the nicest, flattest lighting, even people-pleasing light. And we're going to move for a minute, and I'm going to go into the direct sunlight. Here I am looking directly into the sun, and I have all these shadows on my face. Let's cut right here. Here I am in the shade. Which do you prefer? So another huge tip is the timer. The timer is the best friend of selfies. I don't care what kind of phone you have the timer. It's in your camera app. Open it up, go to max, the most, usually 10 seconds, and then you now have time to compose your shot without having to worry about also pressing the button at the same time. Now let's talk about the selfie stick. There's a reason that this product was invented. It's to give you better selfie. And we just talked about the timer. Now, once I press record here, and I move the selfie stick out as far as possible to get a decent shot of me, and I have time to set it up. So another tip is to shoot at a slightly higher angle. You will definitely look better this way. And now I'm going underneath, and it's horrible. Shooting from above eliminates some of the chin. Shooting from below makes it way worse. So always be at a slight angle. Let's talk about the 0.5 selfie, really popular with kids as a way to get really large groups by shooting ultra wide angle. And that is not traditional selfie. That is, we're going to flip it back. We're going to go to 0.5, and because we're on the timer, this is really easy to do. It's going right there. I'm just looking straight into the lens. Let's see how it's going to look. One thing to know is you don't just have to do 0.5 selfie. You can do the 1x, which is the sharpest lens, and you could try it that way. Again, you're looking straight at the camera, straight at the lens, so you know exactly what you're looking at, and let's see what that's going to look like. Lastly, let's talk about expressions. Many people believe that when you do a selfie, you have to get really silly and make really weird, funny faces. Get close to the camera and just look like a fool. That's fine if that's your thing. I really like good old-fashioned smiling at the camera, people pleasing, holding the arm out and giving a really nice smile, but that's me. What's your take on this? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Also, did I miss any of your favorite selfie tips? Let's talk about it. Meanwhile, don't forget, please like, please share, please comment, please subscribe to PhotoWalks TV right here on YouTube. Stay tuned for more episodes because one's coming right up right now. See you on the next Photo Walk. Bye-bye.